Hello and welcome to the Ultimate School-Based Therapy Caseload Manager tutorial. This specific Google Sheets is a work of heart for me as a school-based therapist. I have worked for many years to fine-tune my own system for documentation, streamlining, time saving, that sort of thing. And I truly believe that this is the hub to make all of that easier for you. So let's dive in. Let's figure out exactly what these parts are, how they work. I want to give you guys an overview and a tutorial, which will hopefully be helpful to show you exactly how this works. If you have any other questions along the way, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I want to share this in a way that's going to be helpful and meaningful for you. So let's dive in. The first page that you're going to come to in edit mode is the caseload overview. And to me, this is truly the hub for your caseload. You are going to be able to input information for every student that you have in all of these areas, okay, across the board. We've got information on their name, their school, when their services are, their birthday, their grade, their teacher, their case manager, the dates for any relevant meetings that we have, and whether or not our paperwork is done for them. So you are simply going to be able to plug in information as you go, where you can see what you need. All right. I want to draw your attention to the birthday category. This is a pre-populating form. So let's say her birthday is the 15th of April, 2017, 2018. I can't type today. When you tab over to age, the formula will auto-populate their age. So you don't have to worry about that. It's also based on today's date. So as the student's birthday passes, this number will change. Okay, good to know. Input their grade, their case manager's name, eligibility category, whatever you want to add to this form, you can add within this form. So once you've got all of your information in here, everything looks good. One thing I want to draw your attention towards, and something that I really love about this specific sheets, is when you highlight each of these columns, you can sort the sheet based on that information. So let's say I've got all of my students in here. There are 50 students, and I want to know whose IEP is coming up sooner, right? So I'm going to highlight the IEP due date column, click on this arrow, and click Sort Sheet A to Z. Now, because I don't have information in here, it's not necessarily going to sort for me, so I'm not going to click it. However, it will sort based on dates. So let's just do some arbitrary dates for kicks and giggles. IEP due date is 25 versus this one's going to be due in September, all right, of 24. All right, so just for these two, for the sake of this, we're going to highlight this column, sort sheet A to Z, and now look, Sarah's down here, and let's call this student Ronnie, is up here. And we know that his due date is sooner. So that's going to kind of let you keep tabs on who is due sooner. But now let's say we want to sort it. Ronnie's in the 3rd grade. I want to sort it by grade. So I can go over here to this column, G, sort sheet A to Z, boom. Sarah's back at the top. So I find this to be particularly helpful when I am trying to sort and get information, okay? Usually I will leave it in alphabetical order by the last name, so it tends to be a little bit easier. However, if I need information about dates, about meeting dates, about maybe the case manager, I want to see all the students on each person's case manager. I'm losing my words here, but anyway, you know what I mean. I'm going to be able to sort the sheet based on that information. So that's why this is so helpful. All right, let's move on to schedule. This is a basic schedule template. The one thing I do want to highlight here is you can remove columns and times you don't need. So if you don't get started at 7 a.m., just click on that 3 to highlight the column, delete row. All right, same thing if you wanted to add a row. Let's say you get started at 6:30 for some crazy reason. Insert 1 row above, and then you'll be able to insert your time in that column above. Let's say you don't see students on Wednesday. You're simply going to highlight that column, delete. All right, that's how it's going to show you the information, and you're going to be able to put in your data. Now, these sheets should all print well. So if I wanted to print my schedule, I'm going to go up here to the top to print, and it's going to show me my schedule all nice and laid out. All right, let's go back. Maybe may have to move myself to get out of this. All right, here we go. So we're back. Referrals. This is going to allow you to keep track of any students who maybe they're referring for therapy services. You can keep track and say, yes, I've screened them. Yes, we have consent to test, that sort of thing. Some of these drop downs are specifically formatted with some visual cues. So say I have moved the student to my caseload, that's going to show up green. If I haven't, it's red. If I need to delete those, just hit delete and it will go back to normal. There's a drop down for services. It kind of shows different options for that. If there's one you don't see, click the pencil and you can simply add another item. So let's say I have a student 2 times a week. I can click add another item 2 times a week, right? Click done. Now here's the kicker. There are 74 other drop downs with the same properties. Do I want to add it to all? I would recommend so if that's something that you do often. Click apply to all, and now you should see that every single option showing up. You can also delete. There was a little trash can icon if there's a service time that you don't use. Let's say I never see kids for consult. I'm going to click remove value, click done, apply to all, and there's no consult here on the list. So that's fully customizable as well. Dismissals is very similar. Again, the drop downs are editable. These are some typical reasons why we might be dismissing a student, but if you don't see one that you like, click that pencil button and you can add another item there as well. Moving on to supervision. This is a supervision log. It's basic, but it does allow you to kind of share what type of supervision, your time in and time out. It does auto-populate for total time, okay? So let's say that I started at 8 a.m., ended at 9:23 a.m., just for kicks and giggles. That's going to show total time as 1 hour and 23 minutes, all right? So it's going to go ahead and auto-populate with your time so we can see exactly how long we have done our supervision for, all right? So that is there. You can, again, edit these if you want to change anything up. They are fully customizable. And the last tab is going to be your continuing education log. Information is here. You can add your course title, provider, date, cost. So let's say this one costed $100. This one costed $100. You do have to add the information there. You would click reimbursed if you got reimbursed. If not, don't have to worry about that. Then your certificate link, and it will auto-populate your total cost for what you have spent. If you do need to fill out how many hours you need. So let's say I need 24 hours or units for the year. If I've got, this one was 2 hours, this one was 1 hour, that's going to auto-populate with your hours remaining. So it's going to show you how much you need. And then you can actually link your certificates if you want to. That way you can figure out where they are over time. So that is the overview of the Caseload Manager. I hope that this has been helpful for you. Again, it's designed to be fully customizable. If you have any additional questions, concerns as you are going through this, please let me know. That's what I'm here for, to troubleshoot these things. I want this to work efficiently for you so it can save you time and ultimately just help you to have a more efficient and engaging practice. So good luck, and I hope this works well for you.